The idea that semen has as much protein as an egg white has been repeated for years, but it's completely false when examined scientifically. This myth likely started because both semen and egg whites have a whitish, thick texture, leading people to assume they're nutritionally similar. In reality, semen contains only a very small trace of protein, about 0.2 to 0.5 grams per typical ejaculation, whereas a single egg white contains around 3.5 grams of high-quality protein. The comparison simply doesn't hold up. What makes semen interesting, though, is not its protein content, but its composition and biological purpose. Semen is a complex fluid made up of sperm cells and various secretions from the prostate, seminal vesicles, and other glands. These fluids combine to create a nourishing and protective environment for sperm to survive and move efficiently toward fertilization. Protein is only one small part of that equation. The real power of semen lies in its other components. Fructose, which provides energy, enzymes, which help sperm function, and minerals like zinc, magnesium, and calcium, which support reproductive health. When people focus on the protein myth, they miss the bigger picture. Semen isn't meant to serve as a dietary supplement or a superfood. Its design is purely biological, to deliver sperm safely and effectively. The small amount of protein present is there to maintain the structure and function of sperm and not to provide any significant nutritional value to humans. From a medical perspective, there is absolutely no benefit or reason to think of semen as a meaningful source of dietary protein. Debunking this myth also helps redirect attention to what actually matters for sexual and reproductive health, overall nutrition, blood circulation, hormone balance, and mental well-being. Protein is important for muscle repair and hormone production, yes, but it needs to come from balanced dietary sources like eggs, fish, nuts, legumes, and lean meats. If you want better stamina, stronger erections, and improved fertility, the answer lies not in semen's protein content, but in how you treat your body daily through consistent healthy habits, proper hydration, and stress management. Understanding the truth frees you from misinformation and empowers you to focus on real, science-backed methods to optimize your health and performance. Semen is one of the most misunderstood substances in the human body. Many people think of it as simply sperm, but in reality, sperm cells make up only a small fraction, around 2 to 5% of the total volume. The majority of semen is a carefully balanced mixture of fluids secreted by several glands, each serving a specific biological purpose. These include the seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and bulbourethral glands, which together create an environment designed to nourish, protect, and transport sperm efficiently. The seminal vesicles produce about 70% of the fluid in semen. This portion contains fructose, a form of sugar that acts as an energy source for sperm, along with enzymes that help sperm survive the journey through the female reproductive tract. The prostate gland adds another 25 to 30%, contributing substances like citric acid, zinc, and enzymes that help maintain the right pH and protect sperm from damage. The bulbourethral glands release a small amount of pre-ejaculate fluid, which neutralizes acidity in the urethra to make it safe for sperm to pass through. Together, these secretions create a medium that supports both fertility and mobility. The small percentage of sperm cells in semen carries the genetic material necessary for reproduction. These cells rely on the surrounding fluid for nutrients, lubrication, and protection against the body's natural immune responses. Without this precise blend of chemical components, sperm wouldn't survive long enough to fertilize an egg. Semen's slightly alkaline pH between 7.2 and 8.0 is also crucial. It counteracts the vaginal acidity, giving sperm a better chance to reach their destination. Understanding semen in this way highlights its true purpose. It's not a source of protein or nutrition for the body, but a vital part of the reproductive system. Each element of its composition has evolved to maximize fertility and ensure that sperm remain viable and motile. By learning what semen really is, men can better appreciate how their lifestyle, hydration, diet, and hormone balance directly influence its quality. A healthy body produces healthy semen, and that begins with proper nutrition, regular exercise, and stress management. When you understand semen's true biological role, you stop chasing myths and start focusing on maintaining your overall reproductive and sexual health naturally. Many people mistakenly believe that because protein builds muscles and supports physical strength, it must also directly influence sexual performance or erection quality. But in truth, protein and sexual health are not the same. While protein plays an important role in overall health, supporting hormone production, muscle repair, and tissue maintenance, it's not the determining factor for stamina or erectile function. Sexual health depends on a complex interaction between the cardiovascular system, nervous system, hormone balance, and psychological well-being, not simply the amount of protein in your diet or in semen. Erections, for example, are primarily a vascular process, meaning they rely on healthy blood flow to the penis. When blood vessels are flexible and unblocked, nitric oxide can work effectively to dilate them, allowing blood to fill the erectile tissue. Eating more protein doesn't improve this process. Instead, it's a balanced diet rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that keeps those blood vessels healthy. Foods like leafy greens, berries, and nuts improve circulation far more than an extra scoop of protein powder ever could. Furthermore, hormone health, especially testosterone levels, depends not just on protein, but on adequate fat intake, micronutrients like zinc and magnesium, and proper rest. Too much protein with too little fat can actually lower testosterone, reducing libido and stamina. Sexual energy also relies on mitochondrial health, your body's energy production system, which benefits more from a mix of whole foods, exercise, and oxygenation than from any single macronutrient. Equally important is mental and emotional balance. Chronic stress, anxiety, and overexertion all raise cortisol levels, which in turn suppress testosterone and reduce performance. No amount of protein can compensate for a fatigued mind or an anxious body. Learning to manage stress, sleep deeply, and stay present during intimacy are what truly improve endurance and satisfaction. So, while protein is essential for bodily function, it is only one small piece of a much larger puzzle. Lasting performance and erectile strength come from maintaining overall vitality, supporting the heart, the mind, and the hormonal system through lifestyle, not supplements. Once you understand that sexual health is a reflection of total body wellness, not protein intake, you can focus on real strategies that create lasting improvement and confidence from the inside out. Boosting sexual performance naturally is not about chasing quick fixes, miracle pills, or secret foods. It's about understanding how your body works and optimizing it through daily habits that support blood flow, hormonal balance, mental clarity, and emotional connection. True sexual vitality is built from the inside out with patience, consistency, and respect for your body's natural systems. Every choice you make, from how you eat and move to how you think and rest, affects your sexual function. When you begin to nourish and train your body holistically, Performance becomes effortless, stamina increases, and confidence grows naturally. Let's start with one of the most important pillars, blood flow. Erections are fundamentally a vascular event. For an erection to occur and be maintained, blood needs to flow smoothly through the arteries into the erectile tissue, where it's trapped and sustained. Poor circulation, often caused by high cholesterol, sedentary behavior, smoking, or poor diet, can restrict this process. The best way to improve it is through cardiovascular exercise. Activities like brisk walking, jogging, cycling, and swimming strengthen the heart, improve arterial flexibility, and enhance nitric oxide production, a molecule crucial for vasodilation. Just 30 minutes of moderate exercise 5 days a week can drastically improve erection quality and endurance. Next, focus on strength and stability, particularly the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles control ejaculation and support the base of the penis during arousal. Weak pelvic muscles often lead to premature ejaculation and reduced rigidity. Strengthening them through Kegel exercises or specific pelvic floor workouts can increase control and staying power. To perform a Kegel, identify the muscles you use to stop urination midstream, contract them for 3 to 5 seconds, then relax for the same duration. Repeat this 10-15 times, 2 to 3 times daily. Over time, you'll gain better control over arousal and climax, giving you more confidence and endurance. Diet plays an equally powerful role. The foods you eat directly impact your hormonal health, vascular function, and energy levels. A diet rich in whole, nutrient-dense food supports optimal testosterone production and sexual stamina. Focus on leafy greens like spinach and kale for nitric oxide production, berries for antioxidants that protect blood vessels, nuts and seeds for zinc and magnesium, and fatty fish like salmon for omega-3 fatty acids that promote healthy circulation. Reduce processed foods, trans fats, and excessive sugar. They damage the endothelium, the inner lining of blood vessels, leading to poor circulation and weaker erections. Staying hydrated is also essential, as dehydration can lower blood volume and energy. Equally important is hormonal balance, especially testosterone. Testosterone isn't just the sex hormone, it's central to energy, motivation, and muscle growth. Low testosterone can lead to low libido, fatigue, and poor stamina. Naturally boosting it requires a combination of good nutrition, regular strength training, and adequate sleep. Resistance training, such as weightlifting, stimulates testosterone production when done consistently. Prioritize compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and push-ups, which engage large muscle groups and trigger hormonal release. Avoid overtraining, as excessive physical stress can elevate cortisol, the stress hormone that lowers testosterone levels. Sleep is one of the most underrated tools for improving sexual performance. During deep sleep, your body repairs tissues, regulates hormones, and restores energy. Testosterone levels peak during REM sleep, so consistent quality rest is non-negotiable. Aim for 79 hours per night in a dark, cool, quiet environment. Avoid screens and bright light before bed, as they suppress melatonin, the hormone that signals your body to rest. If you often wake up tired, your testosterone levels and overall stamina are likely suffering. Another crucial factor is stress management. Chronic stress floods your system with cortisol, which not only lowers testosterone, but also interferes with nitric oxide production, reducing blood flow and arousal. High stress also keeps the body in a constant state of fight or flight, which makes it nearly impossible to maintain an erection or last longer. The best ways to counter this are mindfulness, meditation, and deep breathing. Just a few minutes of slow, Intentional breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and pleasure state, helping you stay relaxed and focused during intimacy. Beyond physical and hormonal health, mental focus and emotional connection are key to long-term performance. Performance anxiety is one of the leading causes of erectile difficulties and early ejaculations. When your mind is filled with fear, worrying about how long you'll last, or whether you'll satisfy your partner, your body reacts by tightening up and reducing blood flow. Practicing mindfulness in intimacy helps you stay present and aware of sensations rather than getting lost in anxious thoughts. Building emotional intimacy with your partner also creates trust and safety, reducing pressure and making the experience more enjoyable and natural. In addition, cutting out harmful habits can make a huge difference. Smoking, excessive alcohol, and pornography overuse all harm performance in different ways. Smoking damages blood vessels, alcohol depresses the nervous system, and chronic pornography use can desensitize the brain's reward system, making real intimacy less stimulating. Reducing or eliminating these habits allows your body and mind to reset, improving arousal and control naturally. Supplements and natural aids can also support sexual wellness, but they should complement a healthy lifestyle, not replace it. Certain nutrients like zinc, magnesium, L-citrulline, and vitamin D are known to support testosterone production and blood flow. Herbal options like ashwagandha maca root and ginseng may also help reduce stress and improve stamina. However, these work best when combined with proper nutrition, exercise, and rest, not as standalone fixes. Finally, consistency ties it all together. None of these practices work overnight. The key is persistence. A strong, healthy body doesn't come from a week of good habits. It comes from months and years of intentional living. Make small, sustainable changes. Walk daily. Eat fresh foods, sleep deeply, breathe consciously. Over time, you'll notice that not only your sexual performance improves, but so does your mood, energy, and confidence. True sexual performance is about balance, balancing your body's physical needs, your mind's calmness, and your emotional connection with your partner. When all three are in harmony, performance becomes natural, not forced. You last longer because your mind is clear, your body is strong, and your confidence comes from within. In the end, there's no magic formula to lasting longer or reversing ED. There's only discipline, awareness, and self-care. Exercise to strengthen your heart. Eat to fuel your body, rest to restore your hormones, and breathe to calm your mind. Every small habit builds toward greater vitality. When you respect and care for your body, it rewards you with energy, endurance, and confidence that no pill can provide. That's how you truly boost sexual performance, naturally, powerfully, and for life. In conclusion, the myth that semen has as much protein as an egg white may sound fascinating, but science tells a very different story. The truth is, semen contains only a trace amount of protein and serves a biological purpose far more complex than nutrition. It's a vital fluid that protects, nourishes, and transports sperm to ensure reproductive success. So understanding this not only clears up the misconception, but also reminds us that sexual health is not about isolated nutrients or myths. It's about the overall condition of the body and mind. True performance, endurance, and vitality are built through balance between movement, nutrition, sleep, and emotional well-being. Lasting results come from consistent, evidence-based habits, not from quick fixes or unrealistic beliefs. When you start focusing on the real drivers of sexual health, circulation, hormone balance, stress management, and a mindful connection with your body, you begin to experience genuine transformation. Your daily choices shape your confidence and stamina far more than any supplement or rumor ever could. Each step you take toward a healthier diet, regular exercise, better sleep, and calmness strengthens your foundation for both physical and sexual wellness. Remember, your performance in the bedroom is a reflection of your overall health. When you take care of your body takes care of you. So the next time you hear a myth or a miracle claim, look deeper. Real strength comes not from myths, but from understanding, consistency, and care. Treat your body with respect, nourish it with the right habits, and trust the science, because true confidence, control, and endurance are built naturally from the inside out.